Well, hello there. I've been all the chaos in the country, in the United States now, has got me paying attention and reading a little bit of history. And if you get to looking back a ways, from about 1938, somewhere in there, 41, up through till about 1991, there was this thing they called the HUAC, the House the House Un-American Activities Committee. That's what it was. Held hearings on this. That old Joseph McCarthy back there. People hear this McCarthy era. I'm suspicious because I don't see any difference anymore between the McCarthy era and what we got going on in the United States right now. This un-American activities stuff ain't got nothing to do with anybody outside of the country. It has to do with all the people inside the country and all these things. Oh, you got all these different organizations. You got all the people that were complaining about that January 6th thing. All that investigation that woman out of Wyoming or wherever it was, supposedly a Republican, but a un-American acting person, was in there with all the rest of those un-American acting types. That's something I was thinking about. I'd be curious if there was a study made. You remember that word treason? Well, you get all these people. There's a lot of people that do things that are technically, if you look at them in the right light, from the right point of view, they're treason. If you join the military, okay, everybody talks about these constitutional rights and stuff. Well, if you join the military, join the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marine Corps, by definition and by necessity, those organizations are dictatorships. And during time of war, when war has been legally declared in the Constitution, and the president is legally the commander-in-chief of the military, it's strictly a dictatorship. And when it's in time of peace, it is still a dictatorship, and it is not ruled by the laws of society as such, the statutes of Tennessee, of Washington, of California. No, it's ruled by that UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And military people that have signed up, held their hand up to the square, and taken an oath to support, to defend the Constitution and the country and that, they are stuck by that UCMJ. Now, there has been all kinds of things. Way back when I was joined the Navy in 1963 for 4 years, about that time, there was a couple of kids got in there and, boo-hoo-hoo, the company commanders are so mean to me. And their mamas went and complained to the congressman. Well, I started being some big changes. It was interesting. I was going to re-enlist, but in 1965, Johnson made the big military buildup into Vietnam. And by 1967, I had read, I had studied, I had paid attention and got back. That was unconstitutional. That was illegal. We shouldn't have been there. It was none of our business what them people in Vietnam was doing. Just like it had been none of our business what them people in Korea had been doing. If they had declared a war, it would have been different. Vietnam, if they had declared war on somebody, it would have been different. But 50,000 plus of my peers never came home from that Vietnam thing. That wasn't right. I don't know how many didn't come home from that Korea thing. How many didn't come home from that Iraq, Kuwait, Afghanistan? No declared war, so as far as I can tell by the law, it's all unconstitutional. Somebody ought to be held. But that's what I'm saying. In the military, you lose your rights. Can't claim constitutional rights. You have to abide by the UCMJ. Okay? Now that's got all messed up over the years. All these people complaining, oh, they got human rights, they got civil rights, they got this, they got that, they got the other. No. See, that's where we got all messed up. But as I was saying, there's people that have run for office, Republicans, Democrats, etc., whoever, I don't care, independents, anybody that runs for an office in one of the states or in the United States and gets elected to the office, and they go stand up there and they hold their hand up and they put their hand on the Bible, or they just put their hand up and swear, I don't care how they do it. But they have sworn an oath of loyalty to uphold and defend that Constitution and to do this, that, and the other. Now, any difference from that is treason. You get into that office, you do traitorous things, you push traitorous bills, you provide aid and comfort to the enemy of any type of the any enemy of the United States. That's treason. You get in the military and you do certain things. Those get you court-martialed. Desertion will get you hung. I guess they shoot them or something. They probably don't. They probably pat them on the butt, spank them, and send them home to mommy now. Well, no wonder we're in the mess we're in. But get to looking at it. Pay attention to all this money going to Ukraine. Now, I stand with Israel because I don't care what the deal is. They declared Israel attacked, or Hamas did this deal that was similar to that old Pearl Harbor deal that the Japanese did on the Americans. And now the Israelis declared war on Hamas. Now Hamas is an organization. When you declare war, there is no collateral damage. You do what? Go back and look at World War II. Look at the firebombing and stuff they did in Germany to them places and that where they dropped the bombs to certain ways so that it started them huge fires and they roared through them towns. They did the same thing with those two atom bombs they dropped in Japan. Well, that ended the war. There was no collateral damage. That was a cost of the war. Okay? Now, people have forgotten this. You don't get into a fight unless you plan on winning it. There ain't no sense. If you ain't going to win the fight, you might as well just back away and let the guy, whoever it is, have what they want. But if you get into the fight, you fight to defeat the other one and make sure they don't want to come back at you for a while. See? That's America. That's the United States of America. That is the Constitution of the United States. That's the constitutional republics of all of the 50 states. There's a lot of people doing a lot of un-American things because they don't agree with that. Well, there's other places to live besides in the United States. A lot of places. Well, I got that off I just been watching this, and boy, people are sure. Are there any patriotic Americans left that'll stand up and say anything? There's a couple of them women back there doing it, but all they get's trouble. A couple of men that do it too, and all they get's trouble. Well, you all have a good day. Think about these things. Read, study, watch the news, watch all the oddballs, watch the leftists, watch the righties, and watch all of them. How's anybody right when everybody's wrong? Have a good day, and may God bless y'all.